Man, this whole situation is a masterclass in playing chess, not checkers. Jane just sitting back, sipping dust, and hoping for the best. Nah, he's stepping on necks and making it clear that you don't just toss his name around without receipts. Buzbee thought he could dance in the courtroom with some half-baked story, and now he's catching strays from every angle because he decided to flip the script on him. Let's break this down. Jay's not just fighting the legal battle. He's taking it to the court of public opinion. That's a whole different beast. And you know what? It's genius. This ain't about just clearing his name in front of a judge. It's about making sure that anyone thinking about pulling the stunt in the future knows there's a price to pay. You can't just accuse someone like him, with his level of influence and legacy, and walk away unscathed. What's wild is that Jay-Z's basically saying, "You thought you had dirt on me? Nah, let's see how clean your hands are." And Buzbee's hands? Man, they look grimy as hell right now. The way Jay's exposing him is surgical. Like you can tell this ain't just spur-of-the-moment energy. It's calculated. Every time a new piece of dirt drops on Buzbee, you can almost hear Jay chuckling in the background like, "Told y'all." And yeah, people love to bring up the whole, "Oh, Buzbee wouldn't risk his career if it wasn't legit" argument. But Jay's flipping that narrative, showing folks that this ain't about justice. It's about clout, attention, and maybe even a quick bag. You mess with Jay-Z, you're not just fighting a billionaire. You're fighting a brand, a machine. And that machine is built to crush anything in its way. Honestly, this is how you handle it when the gloves come off. He's not just defending himself. He's making an example out of this whole situation. Buzbee wanted smoke, and now he's coughing up his own credibility. Looks like Buzbee had to learn the hard way. Man, let's be real, Jay-Z ain't playing with nobody, and he's showing the blueprint for how to handle this kind of mess. Unlike some of these other cats who sit back and let their name get dragged, Jay said, "Nah, we ain't doing that." This ain't no Diddy situation where it feels like every day there's a new scandal popping up like it's a damn soap opera. Jay shut all that down before it could even get started. He's like, "You want smoke? Cool, but don't cry when you get burned." And the fact that he didn't just let his lawyers work quietly in the background? Genius. People out here think silence equals guilt, especially in this digital age where rumors spread faster than facts. Jay came out swinging, not just with legal moves, but with strategy. He's pulling receipts on Buzbee and making sure everybody knows this dude's track record is suspect. "Oh, you a lawyer? Cool. Let's see if you've been doing your job right." That's cold but necessary. Jay ain't letting his legacy get tarnished over some nonsense. That accuser's video? Man, that's clownery on display. Anybody watching that had to be thinking, "This is it? This is what y'all brought to the table." But here's the kicker. If Jay had stayed quiet, people would have still found a way to run with it. They would have built a whole damn narrative around something that didn't even have legs. But now, the case is on life support, and the accuser is looking shaky as hell. And let's not forget the power plays Jay's made over the years. He ain't just rich, he's connected. When you've got people like the Obamas, the NFL, and even voices like Stephen A. Smith shutting down the noise, that's a fortress you can't just break into. Jay built a moat around his empire, and Buzbee trying to come at him with this weak case is like throwing pebbles at a castle. This whole situation is a lesson in playing offense. Jay ain't waiting to defend himself. He's flipping the script and making sure Buzbee and anyone else thinking of pulling a stunt like this knows that the consequences are real. He's out here saying, "You want to come for me? Cool. But don't be mad when I tear your whole house down in the process." And honestly, that's exactly how you gotta move in today's world. No mercy, no breaks, just straight dominance. Man, let's just keep it a buck. Jay-Z knew the vibes from the jump. He saw the landscape, the clout-chasing era, and how people love to spin a narrative for clicks and headlines. He didn't sit around waiting for the wolves to circle. He came out swinging with a flamethrower. You're talking about lawyers like shooters? Nah, he got snipers. Pro bono? That's different money. He's not playing fair because the game itself ain't fair, and he's mastering it. When the murmurs started about Jay, everybody was like, "Oh, what about him? He next." Jay heard that and said, "Bet. Let's see who's really next." He's pulling parole officers into this, hitting defamation suits, and sending cease and desist letters faster than these dudes can post their nonsense. It's not even defense at this point, it's offense. He's hunting anybody trying to play with his name. And honestly, that's exactly how you gotta move in a world full of opportunists. And don't even get me started on these folks talking about, oh, he's coming for our platform next, or y'all protecting Jay-Z. Stop the cap. Y'all ain't that important. If Jay really cared, he'd have moved on y'all years ago when y'all had his alleged son on here running his mouth. Let's not act brand new. He saw it, and guess what? He didn't care, because some noise ain't even worth addressing. But the moment somebody with a bigger platform tries it, that's when he steps in. It's calculated. Now, about this journalism game, you gotta respect it. Giving people a platform to air out their truth, even if it's wild or suspect, is part of the job. We ain't here to ride for Jay-Z or anybody else. We're here to let the stories unfold. And if some of these stories come with bad info or straight up lies, that's on them. We ask the questions and the audience makes the call. But to act like we're picking sides? Come on now. That's just people mad they ain't running the narrative no more. At the end of the day, all this noise only feeds the algorithm. Big Pun Son said it best. Let the haters talk. They think they're tearing you down, but they're really building engagement. Every comment, every debate, every bit of negativity is just gas in the tank. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's out here playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. You want a mean lesson? Aight, let's break it down, no sugarcoating. Here's what we learned from this saga. Stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. Jay didn't wait for the wolves to circle. He met them at the gate with legal snipers and a flamethrower. Life lesson? If you're sitting on top, have your defense stacked, your offense planned, and your enemies mapped. Don't just play the game, own the board. Buzbee really thought he could roll up on a fortress with some dollar store level strategy. Jay showed him the hard way. If you come for a giant, you better have more than shaky receipts and clout-chasing vibes. If not, enjoy the view from the dirt. Buzbee played the fame game and lost. You can't just throw big names around for clicks and think the truth won't show up like a nosy neighbor. Jay exposed it all, and now Buzbee is out here looking like a meme. Jay ain't waiting for people to decide what they believe. He's dictating what they believe. He shut down the courtroom and lit up the internet, turning the tables so hard that Buzbee can't even find his seat. Jay-Z's not just defending himself, he's defending everything he built. You think you can tarnish a billionaire's name with some weak allegations? Nah, Jay made it clear. Mess with the brand, and he'll bury you under the weight of your own mess. Jay doesn't fight every battle, just the ones that matter. Some noise ain't worth addressing, but when it's loud enough to scratch the empire, he doesn't just respond, he obliterates. Lesson: don't waste energy swatting flies, but when a vulture shows up, take its wings. If you're gonna accuse someone, you better have the whole damn receipt book. Otherwise, enjoy watching your own skeletons dance in the spotlight. Buzbee's evidence was weaker than a gas station phone charger, and Jay-Z made sure everybody knew it. While folks out here playing for the next move, Jay's plotting 3 moves ahead. He's not just cleaning up this case. He's making an example so clear that even the next opportunist will think twice. Moral of the story? If you're stepping into the arena with a heavyweight, you better be ready to take the hits or get KO'd trying. That concludes today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're alerted whenever a new video drops. It's completely free and helps out the channel tremendously. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.